Peter Becher. I work for Krones. Krones is a manufacturing company, discrete manufacturing. We are supplying equipment and systems for the mainly beverage industry, which is main product is bottling and packaging lines. We are a world market leader in that factor.
And there's one very interesting fact about Krones that I think everyone will find very valuable. So I'll leave this piece of trivia to you.
Thank you. Yeah. So we used to say that every fourth beverage container in the world is coming out of our lines.
So Krones has been our customer now for almost 4 years. How did you get to? How did you get to Salesforce, and how did you find out about Resco?
I think the story how we got to Resco is a little bit, I would even call it strange or mad, or surprising, probably even better. Krones was at the point where we are changing in our IT system environment from the old environment based on an SAP, ECC, ERP, R3, however you want to call it, system to a new more modular system landscape. In that phase, we were looking for a new solution for our field service management, and we took a look on a few rather big suppliers of that software. And in the workshop with Salesforce, we found out that the capabilities of Salesforce to work offline under certain operating systems is rather limited, or even let's say a gap. And at that point, Salesforce recommended to talk to Resco about their offline capabilities within their Salesforce environment on Windows devices. And we had a presentation then shortly afterwards coming from Resco. And in the end, then we decided, and it was the clear decision, to move to Salesforce Field Service in combination with Resco Mobile CRM.
And how has that journey been since? I mean, obviously you've made the decision to go ahead with us. To how many countries did you manage to roll out the solution yet? How many technicians? And what was the process like?
Yeah, the process was, I'd say, I would even call it, let's say, spectacular, at least from the speed perspective, as we changed a lot of things in the project approach, how we set it up, moving to a more agile environment where in the beginning we lost a little bit time to move that environment. We made really, in the end, after 4 or 5 months, we delivered to the pilot subsidiary Salesforce Field Service in combination with Resco. And then we made really a very strong rollout plan. So we delivered the solution within 24 months to 30 subsidiaries. Right now we are preparing the 34th to 36th rollout globally. So currently we are live more or less on all continents except for North America, with more than 1,000 service technicians using Resco Mobile CRM as the front end. And that's really, in fact, the only solution they are using. They don't have Salesforce Access. They're really just using Salesforce Mobile CRM as the front end. And it's considering the rollout and also the feedback that we get, really a big success story for our company.
So obviously it's very good to hear that the feedback and the rollout has been positive. Just out of curiosity, I know you mentioned that you have one system, one project for all the technicians around all countries. Do you remember roughly how long was the Resco implementation to get it to the MVP stage?
As we developed the solution from Resco together with our environment, it took around roughly, let's say, 4 months, because one major part of the whole project until go live was also the building of the master data interface, so bringing the data from SAP to Salesforce. So it was roughly really 4 months of work until we went live. And also, to be honest, the changes that we made in between, I mean, we are talking about roughly 25 releases we made internally. Some of them were just, let's say, a little bit of bug fixing or clearing obstacles, but also delivering new features and so on. It proved to be, let's say, not very challenging then at all. We have a solution which, on one hand, from the Salesforce perspective, extremely high level of usability, but also from the service technician's perspective, they don't like overburdened solutions with many mouse clicks or touches on the smartphone. So for us, a really very good match between the capabilities of Salesforce and the usability on the Resco front end for our technicians.